What's up, y'all? Ace Trainer X here, and today we are going to be going through all of the 4 pre-release promos for Twilight Masquerade and rating them on their competitive viability for the format. So let's get to the newsroom. Okay, so we got Froslass, Tatsugiri, Thwackey, and Infernape on the lineup for today. The build and battle marketing features the lovely Till Mask Ogerpon, and just look at Pokemon's incredibly low resolution picture I got from their website. We love low res art, man. We love it. If y'all don't know about these build and battle kits, they come with a pre-constructed 40 card deck that comes with 2 random types of a pool of types for the pre-release event. And I don't really know what they're going to be, but it's definitely going to be water, dragon, grass, and fire for this one. In addition to this 40 card pre-constructed deck, you also get 4 booster packs, and with these booster packs you can smash them up with the pre-con to make a very unique 40 card deck. That's all your own. Maybe I'll do a build and battle video later. Who knows? Maybe. First up, we got Thwackey. Thwackey, the middle evolution of Rylabloom. On the left is our pre-release alt art, and the right is the normal one. He comes with an interesting ability, Boom Boom Groove. Once during your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Lead ability, you may search your deck for a card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. I'm honestly a bigger fan of the pre-release alt art. I am not a fan of the shading of the original version. I don't know. I can't really tell if he's jumping, or I don't know what that Japanese one is doing. I really can't tell. Or maybe he's falling. Who actually really knows? But honestly, I just really like the alt art better. You can tell he's like really banging some drums. He's got some stumps there, and he's really banging on them stumps. He's going to town on them stumps. Let's go back to Boom Boom Groove. The Festival Lead ability is on things like this Dipplin here and Festival Lead. If Festival Grounds is in play, the Pokemon may use an attack it has twice, blah 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 blah. That's not really important here. The interesting thing here is you don't actually need Festival Grounds for a Boom Boom Groove to go off. You just need Festival Lead or a Pokemon with Festival Lead in the active slot. This is definitely an interesting mechanic to bring to the table, but as far as like competitive viability in a limited or in a pre-release setting, I don't. While the ability to tutor or to get any card that you want is really strong, but being able to get Grookey out, then Evo it into Thwackey, and then somehow getting Dipplin or another Festival Lead Pokemon in the active slot, I'm really just not buying it. I'm not seeing that this is a valid combo for what would most people consider as a slower format, where it's much harder to get these niche combos off. Because of that, I'm definitely going to rate this guy a C-. Man, this Infernape is a huge winner for me. It's fierce, it contrasts well, and I mean, it is ready for battle. It really feels strong. It feels like a great art. Both arts are actually pretty good to me, but I gotta give it to the alt art for the win. So Pyro Dance, once during your turn you may attach a basic fire energy, a basic fighting energy, or one of each from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. This is actually pretty dang good in pre-release, assuming they give us a decent amount of Infernapes and Monfernos and all that to actually Evo this Pokemon. Some of the kits we actually got had rare candies in the last time, so that would be absolutely juice if we get those guys again. He would be an awesome attacker in a limited format. The ability to ramp yourself, or really anyone else for that matter, and he can swing for 200 is just absolutely fire, and it could pretty much one-shot almost any Pokemon, any non-rule box Pokemon in a limited format, or limited format being pre-release. The downside, of course, would be it being a stage 2, right? So if it wasn't a part of the fire pre-con, there's probably no way you're actually going to be able to play this card, not without some, basics in stage 1s or a good amount of them to get this combo off, right? It's literally just dead in the water. Typically 3 energy would be a deal breaker for me in a limited format, but the Pyro Dance ability makes this almost a non-issue. Since this guy can juice himself, or anyone else for that matter, I just see him being a very good archetype in the pre-release format. Very solid card. Overall, honestly, because of the art on this card and the potential for some crazy ramp, I definitely slap a B on this Funky Fire Monkey. It's awesome. It's a great art. It's a great ability. It is solid for pre-release. Man, the alt arts have it again for Froslass. This guy contrasts so much better than his normal counterpart. The purples, the blues, so vibrant, and it's gorgeous. The greens and the pastels of the tree in the background are just, they're amazing. So Freezing Shroud. During Pokemon Checkup, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, both yours and your opponent's, except any Froslass. And it also has Frost Smash, which is water colorless 60. Don't really see anyone using that, so not important. Unless you're going up against a fire precon, and then you can do one 20 with it. That's actually pretty good. Freezing Shroud is pretty good, but in a limited format, not really knowing what archetypes people are going to play or what they're hinging on or their combos or what they're actually doing, you really have to assume that your opponent is going to play with Pokemon with abilities, and there are quite a few basic Pokemon with abilities in this pre-release, but I do not believe it is going to be consistent, and consistency is everything when it comes to limited format and really even standard formats. With 4 prize cards, I really doubt you're going to be able to pull off anything consistent with this guy, especially since your own Pokemon also get 10 damage counters on them, which is equally as devastating for you. Overall, I deem this card a C+. It has great art and even maybe some utility in pre-release, but it's not really a heavy hitter, so I don't really see it being played. It's definitely not going to be played in standard, but it might be played in pre-release. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes, guys. We'll just see how it goes. Last but absolutely not least is Tatsugiri, and wow. This card is not only gorgeous with popping, vibrant art, it's just an amazing support card across formats. Attract customers. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter card there, and put it into your hand. So let's ignore Surf, because that's not happening. Ever. However, Attract Customers is premium. This is going to be played in Standard, it's going to be played in Dragon GLC. I imagine this promo might actually appreciate in value after the event, and it's certainly going to be the most valuable out of the 4. This reminds me of the supporter version of Mew with Mysterious Tail, right? With supporters being huge right now in the format, in Standard format, going second being everything. I see this being played as a very, very, very common support card, and at 70 HP, he can at least take a hit early game, at least 1 hit probably early game, unless something crazy happens. The downside you're going to see in limited play like pre-release is you don't really typically have a lot of supporters, right? However, if you do happen to pull some supporters or get some in your pre-con, they can drastically alter the course of your game, because supporters are so strong in a limited format. And if you can play them, especially if you have a supporter that helps you draw something or a supporter that helps you get out a limited combo, Tatsugiri is going to really help you cross that finish line in taking one of those 4 prize cards. Because of its general attractiveness and its format spread, Tatsugiri gets a huge A for me. What a solid card. It's just super awesome, great art. This card just blows me out of the water. It's gonna be awesome. If you stuck around with me for the entire time, I really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Tell me what you like about Twilight Masquerade. What is your favorite card from this set? Just let me know in the comments. Y'all take care. I'll see you next time.